We are going to be making a new product. Um, sorry, spaced out. We're going to be making a book. We're going to be making a book. I made the Spellbook a while back, and it actually became one of my most popular products. So I'm thinking we're going to make a new version. This one will be paid, but I do need to be making some products that I feel a little more confident are going to make me money in the short term. So the book it is. Now, got a book here. Lovely bones. What's interesting about books is that they are only square when you open them. They're half rectangle otherwise. I think in my previous one, I made it square. Something about the dimensions of it, making sure it unfolds properly is kind of interesting. All right, well, we're going to make a simple kind of test one to start with. And then we'll make some high poly versions. I'm going to make like a necromancer version. We're going to do a few different like types of magic. I think we'll do three. Necromancer version, classic mage, and then or like a good and bad, and then a alternate version. We'll see. We'll do some designing, but for now this. Okay, so we're basically making the cover right now. Out of Mirror Mod. If I remember correctly, last time I did this, of the middle section will be kind of its own thing. And then here, where we'll put some bones. So we'll call this book. This will be our test book. And then it will make a armature. How big is a book? What are the dimensions here? 0.2 meters. Let's say this book's like a foot long lengthwise on the y-axis. So 1 foot. Okay, by 6 inches. I'm just gonna wing it. And about, oh. So 1 foot. And about there, I would say. Yeah. Put the cursor back. Take this, delete it, make a new one. And we'll move it right here. Okay. And scooch it down. So this will be book dot L. We'll symmetrize it. Okay. And then then we'll weight the mesh to this object, transform. Post mode. I'm spacing this morning. I always feel like every time I come back working on things, my brain is just off. Amazing how much a Blender is just muscle memory, I suppose. Actually, let me take my stream here. I really should be sharing my stream in more places more often. So we'll do that. Go to my stream. And post it in Discord. For this. Bum 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 bum. Ooh. A good place to promote my stream really quick. One moment. Hmm. I'm in a lot of good spots. I was hoping to add a thumbnail. Whatever. Whatever. I need to make a motion thing. Okay, so we're going to do some weight painting. For this bone, we're going to take... I guess we'll take all these. Let's sign it. Oh, hey. Peace8921, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, why is it this one moving? That's fine. I want this bone, please. There we go. Okay, so now we can open and close our book. In fact, I will make a keyframe here. Hello, Sky. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. We made it. Made it to the end of the week. The beginning of the week. What am I saying? Wow, my brain is just out of it today. I guess we'll do that. And we'll say I. The movement's interesting here because we're losing volume when we do this. Yeah, what are we doing today? We're making a spell book. So I made a spell book on my Gumroad a while back, and it's by far my most popular asset. So I'm looking to do kind of an updated version, a few more features, a little more polished, and I kind of put that out. I wanted to work on an avatar, but I feel that I need to make a product a little bit faster than that. It'll just take too long to make an avatar. Hey, Dixon Butts Zero, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Let me share. Let me show you what we had previously. So it's definitely my most popular asset here. We got 80 reviews, which is nuts. So we made this kind of intricate one. But my hope is to make a version that my main goal with this new version will be to make one that we can swap out the textures on the pages and actually flip the pages. So that's going to be kind of my main goal, is flippable pages that you could put your own images on. Because I think that will be worthwhile. I think people will really like that. Use the same cover. We'll do like a recreation, so a similar one, but we're going to make two new versions. So it'll look a lot fancier, is the hope. A lot more polished. Although it does look pretty good. Adding pages, basically. It'll be faked, but it should. We'll basically have. I think my system right now that I'm thinking of is that we have one page that rotates or flips, but but won't actually. There won't actually be any more pages. It'll just be this one. So you kind of flip, and then it switches the image, and you flip it, but it just keeps moving only one page. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure. Not 100% sure on how that would work, but I'm going to enjoy the technical challenge. Thank you. And I guess we'll just call this bone root. And all of these will be parented to root. What's your time goal? By Friday, I'd like to have everything done. It'll probably be a little bit quicker than that, though. Potentially. Hopefully. Let's thin out quite a bit. Oh, it's a popular asset. Thank you, Sky. I appreciate that. So far, it has been in the other version, in the initial version. At least I'll have an audience that I think is ready for a new version. Yeah, squishes still. Maybe I should rotate here instead. Interesting. I'm gonna lurk while grabbing coffee. Sounds good. Maybe it should have been on the other one. Either way, I'm going to have some sort of stretching. I guess I'd rather have the outside be as straight as possible. Right, we'll go with that for now. We'll go with that for now. Let's try making a page now. I'm going to take the book, take this edge, duplicate it, extrude it up, Control L, separate. No, should have made it laying face down. By the way, I've been working on face rig today for making the blend shape. So very cool. Good. When we're making the pages, when it's open, it should be basically like this. That's the shape of a page, right? When we open a book, we get curve. But with a hardcover, the middle actually bends up. Interesting. It makes sense, right? Because you're pinching it. It's a bookmark. Let's use a different book. Yeah. I guess on a book, the middle curves. So that's interesting. It's very fascinating that it'll curve like that. So I guess we don't actually want to start working on our book in this position. We want it to rig it already closed. Starting the rig here is not going to work as well. So let's adapt this. First, I'll delete all the keyframes. Delete the page for a moment. Just going to redo the model. It's so simple. And just this. Okay, that looks like a book. And then go to edit mode. R-90. Like that. Okay. Now we'll go back into weight painting. This one. We'll assign that this to here. Perfect. Okay. Now we can rotate it back out. Now I did attach it here. I would prefer to do everything with weight painting. rather than using a shape key. Let's add a little bit of a solidify modifier to right here. Even thickness. And just make it thinner. Like that. Okay. So we do this. The middle should move up, but the way we have the bones attached does not work well with it. We want this to move up. Go back into weight painting. Middle should be assigned to the root, and the root should move up when we open the book. At least for this section, because books do have, depends on how we do it, but this one's attached. So yeah, again, the middle spine should flex. And then we also have this interesting edge here where we can open it this way, but it kind of wraps, kind of squeezes the pages on the edge, and then this hinges out. And I guess, interesting, okay. Oh, it's easier to think about if the very middle spine doesn't move, then everything rotates around it. Instead of the page rotating down, it's actually that the bone should be at 0. Because then when it rotates, no. But looking at this, again, if the middle never moves, so it's here, and here, so this. Oh, can't quite visualize that, but this never moves. Middle does not move. Hinge will rotate so we get this curve like this. This page will come down and lay flat like this, but we'll get a nice little curve. Maybe not this extreme. In order to do that, we would need the origin to be somewhere along this line, or the root of the bone. I guess it'd have to be down here. So the page bones will actually be in the middle too. Which is super interesting. But we'd put them here so that when they come down, almost, we're heading the right direction now. Bonuses. Which bone do I have selected right now? Right side. I mean, that is basically what's happening, right? It's just a little offset, but eventually, sorry, I don't want to break my book, but eventually that is what would happen, is that they would touch in the middle. They just, well, no, not quite, because when we have the pages flat, there's still an arch. It's almost like they're on the opposite side. Back up a little bit. If I swap the weight paints here, so instead of this, say remove, and then I select this side and assign it to book R. So now they're weighted to the opposite sides. No, that doesn't change anything. Very close though. I feel it. Maybe I have to move the origin down. Okay. Right here. Hello, Pablo. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How's your day going? We're rigging a book right now. Not that good, not gonna lie. I'm sorry to hear that. There we go. That's what that was what we want. Well, I'm sorry to hear you're not having a good day. Hopefully it continues to improve at the very least. Well, we definitely lose a lot of volume there. Definitely losing a lot of volume. Um, I feel like we're just a little bit off from where I want. So if this is the edge, it goes here, then we'd expect it to, but we did a perfect 90-degree rotation, be right in here. Which means this is the corner of this little box. So we want this point right in the middle here. think that's what we'll go with right now. What are we cooking? So I made a spell book a while back. And my hope here is to make a new one. I want to update the work I did and make a kind of more advanced version because the previous one was good, but it could be better. Could be better. So we're thinking about how do we open up a book right now? Because I'm using this as reference right here. We've got a little book and we're opening it to take a look. Take a look at the book. I'm not meaning to rhyme this time. Yeah. I'm just thinking about how that works. So it's an interesting problem. I would not like to lose as much volume as I am. This gets really smooshed. But I don't know how avoidable that is. I think I would just have to make this oh, it's already much thinner anyway. So that's just something with something weird about the solidify. So let me just apply this. And we'll take this edge and move it up. Okay. Oh, that looks a lot better. Okay. Okay. So now let's think about pages. Because what we want, when we open up the book, that there will be a page that kind of flow like this. Come off the spine. So this one would be flat. There, I guess I could just make a single mesh. I don't have to worry about making, let me move this over. Do this. Yeah. Oh. Whoopsies. Fucked it up. I fucked it up. There we go. There we go. Now, that's not. Oh, there we go. Not what I thought. Why isn't it saving both of them? There we go. Oh, okay, so now we can test. And then in here, I'm going to switch this to stick. A little bit easier to see. It's a little too difficult too. All right, so we'll make a cube. Look at that 0. This will be pages. Okay. And I think what we want to do is subdivide it simply. Simple subdivision. And then we'll set it to 0 and parent it to the book with empty groups. We go weight paint. So this one should be root 0, basically. This should be root 0 sign. This should be book L sign. And then all of these should be book L too. So when we rotate, they lay down. Okay, almost. Guess the whole thing should be book L on some level. Big difference. So that's not going to lay flat. Can I do this with just weight painting? I don't know. It's kind of similar. And that's almost what I would expect it to look like. Right? Problem is this spot here. Like we have the top working right, but not this section. Should basically do that. But I can't adjust the weight painting here because then it'll move that corner. Hello, Namers, welcome. Let's see. Into weight painting. The root. What if we give this corner here a little bit of weight? Goes out. That makes sense. What about the other bone? What if I give it a weight of 0.25? -1. 0.5. That actually works decently well. And then I do think we need a cut in the middle. So I can assign the root at a lower weight. Ooh, not what I expected to happen. It's very sharp. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. It's almost there. Let's add a mirror. Pretty good. I could just make a shape key, fill this spot in. I'd love to be able to do it with weight painting, though. Make another spellbook? Yes, yes. We're gonna do a. We're gonna revise. I'm gonna revise. But I have to think on how to. I'm gonna love seeing how you do special effects. I'm excited. It'll be really fun. I feel like I've learned quite a bit since I made that other spell book, or the initial spell book, so I'll have to look forward to. I don't want to cut there. I want to cut here, though. It's so interesting, because we've got such a good curve here, but I don't think I can actually get it here. If I do the root, obviously going to break it. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. That's really not as bad as I thought. Interesting. Almost just a little sharp. Just a little sharp there. Maybe I have to or 2.5. Some balance here. Get this. We have book L and root. I can. Oh, okay. Let's do one. Ooh, okay. So then, like right there. Okay, interesting. This one. That. Maybe bring this one down a little. I don't mind that. That's not too bad. Maybe just a little bit less fruit. Right about there. One more cut here. Say remove root. Switch was a little bit smoother. Just a little. Just the teensiest smidge. Proceeds to default dance in the chat. Hello, Risa. Welcome. How's your day going? My day's great because you're streaming today. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, your comment on my tutorial. Much appreciated. Hopefully that one will do well. Excuse me. does get quite thick in the middle. Feels like the pages really thicken up right in here. So let's see if we can minimize that. Let's set these back to there. Wow. Weird. How do we smooth this part out? Another cut. Is that what I want to do then? I might want to go the other way and minimize this influence. That looks pretty rough. Maybe a good balance there. About there. What this one? What if we give this a little bit of book L? It's going to create a gap though. No, no, that's fine. Yesterday I had an easy commission for $60. Original price was 50. Let's say I gave the client too much value and he told me he'll buy back when he needs more help with his avatar. Well, that's good, I guess. Do you mean that they turned you down? I'm not quite sure the result there. Is that what you were looking for to happen, or? If I do this, and then is that the exact same thing? Excuse me. No, basically this person needed help fixing his avatar, and he was willing to pay $50, but after finishing the commission, giving me more value than I usually do, he decided to pay 60 instead. Bless you, don't die. Thank you. Thank you both. Well, that's good. Yeah. Glad they gave you more money, especially if you're giving them more value. That's definitely a good way to build a good reputation. You need to make breakfast, and it sounds good. Actually, I'm gonna get some food too. I got a bunch of cherries. I got a bunch of cherries. I love cherries. Hmm. I might need another bone right here. Something to move with this bone. In order to keep the pages here. Or I can just do a shape key. I can just do a shape key. But I think we will need two bones like this. One here. One here. I don't really see it working any other way. Okay, let's do that. So, got our root. We're going to change it. We're going to call this book 1.l. And then this bone will be book 2. This will be book 2.r. And we'll rotate, or no. We won't rotate. We will, well, we won't rotate the base. We want this here, basically. That. Okay. And then symmetrize on this bone. Keep offset. All right. Then we got to redo the animation. Because here is default. When we get to here, this one should rotate first. We need to even out the weight maintain. Okay, do this. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna back up. Backing up. Backing up. Interesting. Yeah, that does not look right. Does not look right. It's something to do with the way that the values interpolate from here to here. Maybe just need more cuts. Now let me turn down the subdivision here. Hello, Cornfather. Welcome. I can make these weights work manually. It's the interpolation that's the problem. Okay. How's your Monday going, Corn? We're making a book. Making a book. Books are based. Made a spell book a while back, and we're kind of doing a second version. Just finished a recap submission. Let's go. Let's go. Well, hey, that's good to hear. Okay, I think we did it. How's my Monday going? This is going pretty well. Pretty excited about what we're making here. We're kind of right now we're just doing a test version of what the final thing will be. But I think we figured out how to do the weighting properly for our book. Because we want it to unfold. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Looks good here. In here. Not in the middle. Funny. I wonder why. It's not bad. It's not terrible. They do get thicker once they're down here, though. Mm, darn. Okay. Flappy, flappy, flappy. Looks pretty good from here, though. Just when you're staring at it from straight on. I don't know. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Looks really clean. How do you manage to get it looking so good while both open and closed? I'm just adjusting the weight paints manually. I'm in here and I'm like literally taking these and I'm moving the weights around. It's a little bit manual. It is very manual. but it's kind of a good way to like position it. There's actually a add-on that I've been looking to get that literally lets you sculpt weight paints, but I haven't gotten it. Did you model it closed or open to begin with? Closed. Closed. Doing fine. Sorry to go AFK. Running to the kitchen to turn off the stove. I almost burned my sausage. Oh, you're fine. Hopefully the sausages aren't burned. Pretty good. I'll just get rid of book. Now I need a little bit more book R influence there. Does not look very nice when it's opening though. What do I do about that? I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Hmm. I could go the other way. Go the other way. I could make the bottom basically remove anything but book L, and then just lower the influence here for everything else. Yeah, maybe I should have done that to start with. Increase book L influence. Probably should have made a backup save before doing this. Oh, good chance I have to redo this again anyway. No, that looks a lot better. Cool. I'd say on these ones, use a little bit of root, so a smidge. Just a little smidge. No, that's the same problem. I'm just going back to. Let's see. Guess you could add extra bones weight in the middle, so you have the armature for all the times it opens and closes. I was thinking about that, either having a bone here or kind of in the middle that pushes it up. But I think I'd rather just do that with a shape cube. Hello, Arctic. Welcome. Just make animating pretty annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Just a balance. You're always kind of juggling things, these kinds of things. Well, hello, Arctic. Happy Monday. Welcome, welcome. That looks pretty good, though. We are getting a little bit of stretching. It is thicker here than it would be otherwise, but I think I can live with that. And then I'm just cutting this in order to get to line up. Or to curve. It's quite stretched though, isn't it? What happens if I just get rid of root? I want a little bend. A little bend. I think that looks good. I just gotta stop. I just gotta stop. Okay. We'll do this. Very evenly spaced here. Not so evenly spaced here. Still much better. Oh yeah, there we go. Clean. All right, now we're looking at something really good. And hopefully the cut is more in the middle. Still a little stretched. Still a little stretched. Hmm. It does intersect, but I suppose that's how we want it. We probably want the pages a little bit closer up so that when we open, it's not flipping in the middle. All right, that looks beautiful. Yeah, wow, okay. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Good stuff. Lastly, I will just do some here, just to make the topology even. Don't really need to do that, but it'll make this shading nicer. What are we at, stats-wise? 2,000? Pretty good. Okay, so this is our test book. For opening and closing. What happens if we go further? So we don't want to bend too far, but we should be able to go a little bit past it. Now, looking at what's the title of this book going to be, it's going to be a spell book. So it'll be like, I want to do like a necromancer version, like a good and bad version, and then uh, what's interesting is that this is a hardcover, right? So there is a little piece on the bottom that doesn't actually move. There's this bridge that does move, but that's not actually the full book. This here. Having real life reference hand. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's the way. It is the way. Let me duplicate this and separate it. Then this section here. Play weight paint. Go to root. Remove. And we'll smooth this. We'll do this. Interesting. We'd want to go the other way. How does this work? They both should have equal influence here. Then when they open, wow, maybe not. Perhaps not. Do the root bone. Could move it down. Maybe not. Okay, we'll leave it there. Because this one doesn't do that. This book doesn't do that. So it actually maintains it. So we're going to base it off this kind of book. So, which is why you should model all your avatars based on real clay sculptures you spend months working on before ever entertaining the idea of making it digitally. Surely it's the best use of your time. I'm technically with photogrammetry. That's not a workflow. That may not actually be a bad workflow. Sculpt something, photogrammetry it, refine it. You can do it. I mean, people might pay a shit ton of money if you made like an avatar out of actual paper and scan that in. There's an interesting add-on you can get for Blender where it can turn your UVs, or you can make a type of UV map from your model that allows you to actually fold paper into the shape. Yeah. Take the model, unwrap it, you paint it, and assemble it. Um, but technically, you could do that and make like a literal hand-drawn avatar. It's kind of a fun thought. I'm always intrigued by the mixture of traditional and digital workflows. I saw someone make a physical normal map recently, and I was like, wow, that's some dedication. I wouldn't want to do that. Okay, I think we're good here with this book. Not too much more to add. I think what we want to think about now is I don't want to stand it up. I don't like that it's at an angle. It's a little hard to think about. It'd be a cool thing. Have your avatar on VRC have a little paper craft you can assemble too. Yeah, exactly. Paper craft avatar. It'd be fun. Sorry, get distracted. Okay. So, Necromancer book. What I'm thinking. I'm thinking we'll do like it's like stitched out of skin or leather or something like that. Make a new collection, which we'll call Necromancer book. We'll take the oh well, let's think about this really quick. So if I have the book, how big should the book be? A little bit thicker than this, right? Like a big chunky books are cool in a way. I agree. I guess if I just scaled it up, it'd be a pretty chunky book. I don't have to really just make it bigger. That might be enough. I mean, I guess scaling that. Does this work still? Or something. I broke something. Oh, Necromancer book. Whoa. Definitely got to get some sort of like skull on it. Oh, let's open that in a new image. Looks AI generated. I don't think it is actually. Take that back. I like this guy. Cool. Magic book. Let's look at that. It's a magic book full of magic stuff. Magic, magic, magic. Okay, well, that's annoying. Click on that for some reason. Definitely AI. Kind of like the folded up one. Kind of cool. Oh, Amazon links though, which is annoying. It's a lot less variety than I expected. All right. Not super interested. These. That's kind of cool. I like that. Look up. Embossed leather book. Ghostwriting book from Phasmophobia. Tier 3. Phasmophobia Tier 3. Book. This one? Very cool. I'd be smacking so much, but these cherries are delicious. I love cherries. I love cherries. All right, let's add a new folder for reference. I really like this one. Not necessarily the style, but just having the embossed, imprinted leather look. That's really cool to me. Hello, Ori. Welcome. Welcome back. We're working on a book today. We're redoing my Spellbook product. So we're going to spend the day doing that. It was kind of nice. But it's an ad. It's really annoying. That's cool. Yeah, the embossed. I think something like that is what we're going to go with. Yep. Yep. I'm going to put it up for sale. Say ancient book. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oops. Intrigued by this one. The suggestions are terrible there. Or the algorithm suggestions. Bad. That's kind of fun. This is just good reference for an old book. It's a interesting metal book. All right, some decent stuff there. All in all, it was okay. I'll have to invent some stuff. How do I want to model it, though? Do I want to model it in this position? So. And I can scale it to whatever size I want. How big is it right now? .1 foot long. That's about how most, like a standard book size is probably 1 foot wide. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. 1.5. Then we'll just need to go into here. Get it done. Let's going over here. And then just taking the book, scaling it on the Z. About there. Okay. So that should be good. That should be roughly the right size. Wood. Okay. But I do want to rotate it. Make a backup copy before I keep going. It'll just be a little bit easier to model this way. Cool. Take this, apply, and apply. And then pose, apply pose as rest pose. And take both of them and repair it. Interesting. A little different though. Ah, it's only 0.6. There we go. Okay. Now I think we're good. So I'm going to take the cover here, duplicate that, and send it over into Necromancer Book. We'll turn off the test. We'll take this and subdivide the shit out of it. Did this have a solidify on it at some point? It did, yeah. And then I removed it. Add a subdivision. Maybe a simple one. That must be faces in here. There we go. Get rid of that. Actually, we don't even need a subdivision. I could just add a bevel weight. Undo that. Here. Set that to %. Looks pretty good. Okay. I look a little tall and thin. It should be a little bit shorter. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking we'll have some like carved leather on here. Maybe like diagonal strips. It's very violent. That would be kind of cool. Let's give that a shot. So I'll take a cube, delete these edges, shrink it. Then we'll take this edge. I'm just going to make little strips out of it. This. Add a subdivision surface. Then a shrink wrap to the book. And a solidify. Okay. We'll grab some snacks. Be right back. More snacks. I'm a snack. All right. Let's model. Let's just go ahead and duplicate, mesh it. We're going to go into sculpt mode. We're going to remesh it. So right about there. And then we'll go into mesh filter, inflate, make it a little bit thicker. And then we'll do some sculpting. I guess we'll have to turn off symmetry. Before I begin sculpting, duplicate. I'll call this sculpt. That's what. Now we'll get a feel of actually like what I'm doing here. Hey, Yuki, Arata, Jin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're making a book right now. A necromancer's journal, spellbook, something like that. Yeah, we're gonna do a new one here. Get that working. See what we can make. Right now we're just kind of exploring. I want to make one. I mean, it's a little morbid, but I want to make one that's looked like it's put together out of skin or leather. Whose leather? The type of leather. I'll leave up to you. Good. Light. Change there. Do like the kind of diagonal strips. That looks quite nice. And I guess add something like, wish I had rotated it 90 degrees. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now I'm looking at it this way. Hmm. Hmm. Odd question, but in VRC, is there a way of puppeteering your in-game hands? So if you're a creature with really long arms, can you make the arms act and interact as if they were proper hands? I can see the arms working with constraints similar to Digilake setup, but not sure about the hands themselves. So the hands interact using colliders, and I believe you can move those colliders. Um, so technically, it should be possible. Um, but let's see. Because these are what drive, well, your hands and then your fingers. Your standard colliders, and I believe, yeah. See, these will be set up automatically if you don't touch this, but they may also be tweaked to exactly fit your avatar. So I'm assuming you should be able to move them. I forget where it's set up on the body, but that's what I would look at, is adjusting your colliders. They've got to be somewhere in there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Spicy. Spicy. Do something like this. Let's see what this does. Mask. crunchy right there. Let's hit apply. Actually, no. We will not hit apply. Go the other way. Yeah. Change the thickness a little. Probably make quite a few books, actually. Excuse me. And the fingers wouldn't need constraints. You get away with the animations on the gesture controller, I would assume. So a total of 6 constraints. I don't think you actually... You may not need constraints at all. If you had your hand bone separated, like the keep offset, your hand bone was on a keep offset, you could just animate your hand moving away, just the location, because it's in the local space of your forearm. I don't think you would need any constraints because you could just animate that bone flying off as long as your rig allows you to separate it. Perhaps the humanoid skeleton would prevent that, but I think you can just animate it. You should be able to animate it. So I think you can get away with 0 constraints. Of course, if you wanted like a other complex motion, but if you just wanted to shoot them off the arm, like if you're just stretching your hands, your arms, excuse me, that would be pretty straightforward. Ooh, spicy. It's spicy. It really is spicy. Wow. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'll make them overlap later. For now, we can just do this. Actually, you know what? I should not do this with that. With this, I should just make a curve. And we can use this curve draw. Snapping. Oh, interesting. See creatures with really long arms but don't want the arms crunched up like chicken wings because of the humanoid skeleton. Should be able to get away with it. I'm pretty sure. Can you believe it? With ChatGPT, I developed a unique add-on allows me to easily replace materials in a prefab. Especially useful in making quest avatars. I know Easy Quest Switcher exists. I don't really like that package. I think it's a great exercise to use to make your own tools. I think there's a lot of value in that. A lot. Ooh, Ooh that worked well though. Oh yeah, this is gonna look dope. What the fuck? Nice. Love sculpting. I love sculpting. I think the curves should be a little bit lower. I also made one to list all Fizzbones and Fizzbone colliders, just removal again for making Quest compatible avatars. Smart. I know you're looking into making products, Ariso. I would keep in mind that a big market is also people who want to make avatars. So if you're making things that are useful to you, that pretty much means you've already made a product. I know. For me, if I'm making something with ChatGPT, because I'm not like an expert in it, I'll just sell it really cheap. Um, but if you're making something that you find useful, that would basically mean that you know other people are going to find it useful. Shouldn't get too lost in the details just yet. So, is this edge? Oh, that's the thing. Okay, gotcha. Kind of regret how this looks because it's a little wobbly. This lock thing here. My background as program developer in general helps me a lot to program stuff. Made tools for Blender too. No blend shape face tracking by avatar. Then you need to make like 52 blend shapes. Automate that process with a tool I developed myself. That wasted 30 minutes work. Really, one quick click solves everything. Nice. Yeah, those kinds of things are valuable. Literally valuable. How do I tell this to? There's a way to make my brush be consistent throughout all my tools. Whoa. Excuse me. Fucked up. All right, this is kind of gross. Kind of gross and good. I'm liking it. Good gross. Hello, pop star. Just chilling in bed, trying to wake up. Well, good morning. Good morning. We're making a nasty flesh book. What the heck? All right. This out of here. Okay. Get this out of here. Um, I'm gonna redo that. Okay. And I'm gonna flip it on the Z too, so we get it on both sides. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Here's how well this will survive being extracted. Welcome back, Jammers. Welcome. Welcome. We're making a book. A flesh book. Fleshy book. Looks okay, but I'm gonna extract it and see. Not bad. This I masked to extract the shape, and now I use the mesh filters, which is this brush down here, um, and that allows you to do an operation on everything at once, or a masked section. Yeah, now we're gonna go in and some more detail. No idea where I'm going with this, but I'm enjoying the process. I'm gonna switch it off Imperial. Big brain. Biggie. It's pretty good. I mean, a lot of these tools I've just found from Twitter. See someone do something, you're like, oh, that's mine now. Chat isn't on screen. Oh, that's right. Sorry about that, everyone. I did do that for recording, and then I forgot to put it back. Sorry. I appreciate you letting me know, though. But no, I did not know. I did not. Just kind of carving away. Not sure what to expect from this. Probably shouldn't go too crazy with detail. So I don't know. Am I going to retopo this? How am I going to retopo this? That's a real question. Maybe I'll cheat. I'm just cheating. I could just bake it all into texture pretty easily. I'll still want to, most of this I'll be able to just bake. But if I want to give it some volume, like have it kind of poke out a little bit, then I would give it some form. Definitely like these little buckles here. Those will probably give some form. But for these, I'd probably do just some really simple triangles over it. Something to just imply the depth, not give it full depth. That'd be a lot. That'd be a lot of work. Implication. The implication. Not too finicky with those things. I just bake and keep it low poly, but I suppose because I have a very ingrained to optimize my stuff. Would be nice to have some kind of silhouette. I think so. Give it a little bit of form. Yeah, I tend to target PC first, and then if it works well, make it for low poly. For a lot of these things, it's just like I just enjoy getting a little overboard. Making functional assets look so fun. It is. It is. It is fun. You're doing it too. Your character's coming along really well. What's your OC's name again? Or is it just Namers? Ooh, spicy. Yeah, I mean, well, they look great. They are coming out really well. That hair is going to look awesome. The hair for sure, too, took me a while to weight paint, but I think I'm finally getting the hang of it. This is going to be a Necronomicon? Exactly. Exactly. We're going to do 3 versions of the book. We'll do like the Necronomicon evil version, which I may redo because this is just my first pass. It's coming out pretty well though. We'll see. Possible redo. Um, yeah, Necronomicon. Ooh, detail looks awesome already. Thank you, Namers. Did I tell you? Got my first sale. Let's go, Riso. That's awesome. That was very cool. That was good to hear. Crushing it. Crushing it. Yeah, I want to do like this will be the demonic version. My brain, and then we'll do a much more angelic looking version in a little bit, or maybe tomorrow. It depends on where we get to. I'll probably be doing this all day. Actually, I'd like to get this done pretty quick. Need some horns on that skull? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's where the snake hook comes in. My favorite. Maybe we'll do them more like a relief than a protruding. More time I spend on it, the better the product. 100%. That's how I feel as well. All right, it's kind of cool. Something like that. Squeeze this in. Yeah, that's way cooler. Like this. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do a demonic version. We'll do an angelic version, and then we'll do a like a really studious looking one, like non-neutral, neutral version. So this is a demonic soul. Heavenly going to have an angelic wife. Exactly. We'll get some booba on there. Heavenly booba. Go. The praying hands between them and everything. Like this, and they're it's like right in the middle. Doubles as a book stand. Amazing. Figure out how to get some twofers in here. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's look at some other parts. Oh, dope. Go ahead and separate these islands. In fact, I will take this one, take the bottom, and delete those. So I can just add a mirror on the Z. Which I wish they had a hide and sculpt mode. That would be, pretty sensible, but still missing that. Maybe we'll try to add some booba on this one too. That's like angel and demonic booba. Both. Dora the Explorer. Why not both? Let's probably just do another face. Or teeth or something. Yeah, let's do teeth. That sounds fun. Hmm. Not really feeling that one right now. Really feeling. Can't have a Necronomicon without a succubus. Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to delete these because I want them to look less wobbly. Because I used a mask to extract them, they're kind of wobbly, so I'm gonna get rid of those. And we'll just make those manually. But I do want to make kind of a separate cover here. This I will extract. The evil booba. Evil booba. Dun, 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 dun. Watching makes watching make stuff makes me want to make my own stuff. Gives me so many ideas. Good. 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 That's what I want to hear. We're here to inspire each other. And actually, no, we will invert this way. And then I'm going to smooth the mask. Then I'm going to use my mesh filter, plate it in, or out. It's kind of cool. Gives it a little bit of a binding. Maybe a little bit sharper then. I more wanted to go in than out, but yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. And I broke a little. Live with that. Turn off symmetry, some gouges and stuff. That's some little pock marks. The edges, like that bindings. Out here. I think it's gonna look fucking dope. Actually, this one should be its own. Want to bring back the metal pieces. I guess I do kind of regret getting rid of the metal chunks I had that held it together. So I could use the sculpt ones just fine. Oh, they'll be easy enough to recreate because I'm just going to take this, rotate it 90 degrees, apply transforms. Oops. I guess not that one. Mesh it. Sculpt mode. And we'll do that mask again. I believe I did the corner. Oh, this. And it would be cool to have like that. Yeah, let's get a little bit more fancy with it. Do a mask. Turn off strength. Turn up fall off. I can adjust that here. Look at how though. That's just the size. Fall off. Too sharp. A little bit less. But now we can do some fancy stuff. We really are just kind of going in without a plan. I kind of enjoy this more though. I like improvising, I think. Yeah, I like that one. I don't know. Maybe. the eraser will suck. Yeah, okay, that feels better. Oh, I like that. I think in the past, it was hard to know how you can improvise with 3D work. I could do, I could make a 100 million model poly, but how do I model? How do I use that? I don't know. Hmm, Batwing design, not really a fan of. Oh, I see. That should be symmetrizing on the Y. Ah, let's try that. Let's try that. I can always make another. Always make another. So let's start with this. Two. Interesting. I'm going to take this half and delete it. And I will actually just apply it now. Get rid of these two. And let's get in there and do some sculpting. Yeah, some sculpting. This one, I kind of want it to be like a lock. I don't want it to be too, I want it to look like we've got like a little lock going. And just this. Hide, trim. Okay, trim this. Pretty laggy. Hmm. Well, I'll just load it. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back. gonna have to do a class on making this kind of stuff at some point too. You know, I think I will. I'd love to. It's funny because I feel like the more I explore for myself, the more things I have to teach, which is really fun. Kind of a synergy. I mean, it makes sense, but not necessarily one I expected at first, and that feels cool. Uh, I don't know if I'm really feeling this. Get a little crazier. Let's get a little cray cray. I like that. All right, just love curved lines for this, I guess. Makes sense. Really like that more than this if I did. Cool. Then we'll do something like this. I'm literally just improvising here. I don't really know what I'm doing. But it looks kind of cool, so I suppose that's what matters in the end. Cool, it looks beautiful. Thank you, Ariso. Thank you. I always loved overly ornate stuff, so maybe I'll finally be getting there with my own work. Big, evil, fiery wings. Ooh, ooh, mm, maybe. No, I want more point. Sharp. Give it to me sharp. Ooh, rose. Me? My tablet? Okay. All right, let's make a backup. I don't know what froze there, but let's make a little backup copy. Cool. Gonna make a beans can asset. Probably a spoon that can take the beans from it. I don't know why I'm so into silly functional assets. Hey, I mean, you're not the only one. I do think that would be something that could sell pretty well. Is there a dense mesh underneath the book cover that's poking through? Is that how that works? Um, so here I have just this big object here that's like a kind of the book paper cover. Um, and then this here is I extracted with a mask. So with sculpting, when we go in fact, I think my mask is still here, or it's on this one at least. When I create a mask like this, there's a mask extract option. And so that's how I'm creating these like kind of secondary assets is just by using this mask extract. Oh my goodness, my voice. But yeah, I kind of separate it, and then we'll just mirror it. But basically, you can kind of pull objects out of other sculpt objects. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah. Stitching could be a little bit bigger. Maybe need some evil eyeballs. Maybe on the clasp. I like that. I like that. Like the like organic eyeballs or in the metal. In the metal. Oops. Do like the mirror mod really slows things down. Eyeball from Hocus Pocus, but with a big lash. Better in the metal is a spiky clasp hidden in place. Some spiky clasps. Little Mermaid stuck in my head, I guess. Uh, that's interesting. Cool. Eyeballs. Eyeball. Eyeballs. We'll come back to that. Delete that. Delete that. I feel like they're always pointing the wrong way. There we go. Recalculate handles. Separate these ones. And then with these ones, we'll do subdivide, or yeah, subdivide. And then select first, select last, invert, and kind of push them in. And then segments, control points, recalculate, and there we go. That looks much more like stitching now. These ones could still use some work. Interesting stuff. Interesting. Do I mirror this side? I kind of want the back to be a little different. False fails, when using the book, you can just smack them in the head with it. With the metal end. It hurts. It hurts. Multi-purpose. That's the truest wizard. Barbarian wizard has spellbooks, punches people to death with them. Plus 10 blunt damage, plus 5 dark damage. Me, wizard. Burpee. Just a little burpee. They do all these little details. It's quite enjoyable. Tickles my brain in a good way. The brain tickles. Think about evil eyeballs reminds me of the banners I used to draw for my guild raid videos. Oh, fuck yeah. That's awesome. I love the secondary eyeball in there and little tiny ones. Purple and gold. Purple and gold's quickly becoming my favorite color combo. Okay, I'll probably be going to lunch in just a moment here. The book's coming out super good. I'm loving it so far. We're going to do another set of clasps here and here. Clasps. And then I'll probably do some sort of additional layering of like material here. I want to break apart the skin more. Just make it look a little bit more torn asunder or hand assembled. Hello, brother. Welcome. Hello. You caught me just towards the end. We got another 15 minutes here, and then we'll be moving on to lunch. But welcome. How's your day going? Hear my phone. Right. Take a look at that in just a moment. Look at the book. Look at the book. It looks a little bit better in the clay render right now. A little bit better as clay. That's hard to get. So, all right, we're going to do another set of sculpt. Do our box mask. I think I already have the symmetry on, so this should be a pretty easy selection to do. And then what we'll do is kind of grow it a little. I think. Like this. Let's see. I do have a. No, never mind. I thought I could sphere mask, but I cannot. Yeah, let's just try that. Mask extract. I love book covers. Magical and antique character melted. 100%. They come out so nice. We're going to be making a. I should probably. Let me redo this really quick. Excuse me. I think we actually need a gap right. Basically, right here. Yeah. What we'll do with these, I'm going to delete this one. Put my cursor here. So when I do sculpting, it's all on this one buckle, and then we'll mirror it again with another node. Oh, actually, yeah, let's do this first. I'm gonna just use the one layer. We have two. Like some parts of that, but not all of it. This looks nice. Tune this in. What did I separate there? I'm trying to figure out how to specify which areas I want the Poyomi outlines to affect. Some areas just don't look good with it. In the outline section, you have an outline mask, and you can use a black and white image to control that influence. So I believe 0 means maximum outline, and 1 means, or sorry, no, 0 is black. So black means 0 outline, and white means maximum outline. And then you can do gray to blend between those values. So if you do like half, like it's just a gray, it'll shrink the outline in that area. So a lot of people put in a skull in a book. Do you place a specific object? If I wanted to, yeah, I would probably do it just like this, where I have a separate object here. That's definitely how I would approach it most likely. Is just to make a second object. You think it'd be that simple and understandable? It's not too bad. Usually these tools, what's nice about these tools is they are made for artists. So they are made to be kind of be accessible, have a good interface. They're kind of technical at their core is the hard part. Now I can figure out how to make a custom channel for that again. I would just oh yeah, it's not too bad. I have a tutorial. And better, there you go. Bada boom. Fast Sam saves the day. How do I like that? How's this looking? Hey, Chaos Sun, thank you for the subscription. Welcome back. Hello, hello. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you again for the sub. We're making a Necronomicon style book right now. I feel like it needs a little bit more. Needs a little more something something. A little more pizzazz. Not quite sure what that would be, but that's what I'm feeling. It's some sort of shading. There we go. I'm not sure. Not sure what else I want here. I think that's where we pull out our reference. But it is lunchtime for me. It is noon now. Woo! So I think it's a good point for me to kind of call it here for first part of the day. For anyone new here, I do break my day up into 2 streams. So I'll be back pretty soon, about 2 hours from now. We'll continue our work on this project. Excited. I think we can finish our kind of necromancer style sculpt, and then we'll do more of a kind of a heavenly looking one or angelic one. Have a nice break. Thank you, Arctic. I appreciate that. I hope everyone's having an amazing Monday. Been a good start to mine, so I'm pretty excited. I think we'll have a really fun project done by Friday for sure. Oh, just a heads up. This Thursday is 4th of July for me. So I will not be streaming Thursday. Or it'll just be a morning stream Thursday. So half day Thursday. Just a heads up. Cool. I should be up by then. Have a great break. Same to you, Popstar. Thank you for the help. Absolutely enamours. Looking forward to seeing your character. And yeah, we'll catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. And we'll see you all very soon. Bye. See you in just 2 hours. I'll be back. Bye.